Today I want to talk a little bit about pain and our emotional response to pain. And when we have physical pain, we tend to have emotional pain as well. And on days when the emotional pain is worse, of course, then that affects the physical pain. But actually, being in a long-term chronic pain state affects the brain. It affects our brain chemistry because we're so busy trying to process the pain and the story we're telling ourselves about the pain that there's very little brain power left to do things like solving crossword puzzles or figuring out what to do with a situation in our lives or solving the day-to-day events. So it's very easy to become overwhelmed. But even those with long-term pain, the brain can shrink up to 11%, and that's quite a bit of shrinkage in the brain. But don't get too worried about this because the brain has a great thing called neuroplasticity. And that means that our brain has the power to regenerate and renew itself. Cells that have died off can grow back. We can change this because 11% shrinkage of the brain is the equivalent of, say, 10 to 20 years of aging. And that's why they say those in chronic pain, they feel that they have aged. They say they feel old. I feel like an old man. I feel like an old woman, and they're not. But that's because the brain has changed due to the long-term pain condition. So it's really good, instead of focusing in narrowly on just the pain, to open focus, which is about focusing on all of the body together and even thinking about the parts of our body that don't have pain. And even thinking about the space that we're in, the room that we're in. And all of those things really will help manage your pain. So I talk about this in my in the Oak Healthy Living Centre chronic pain course for anyone who's interested in taking part in that, to really get to analyse and focus on what's going on with their pain and what is their story and how can we change this for them.